Good morning and welcome back to the zombie apocalypse. That's the word. We have a little bit of a situation, not here, but rather with the game. So there is currently on the internal test branch a new version of the game, 42.4. And while I don't have access to that internal test branch, I'm not one of the testers invited. I know people who are, and they are not able to load the existing saves into the new patch. So we might have, I mean, it's the unstable branch, that was kind of to be expected. We might have no save game compatibility with the next patch that's going to be coming out, and that next patch is going to be coming out at some point. I don't know. Maybe within this week, as you're watching this, maybe the week after. Maybe they'll fix it and make it compatible. I don't think they're gonna put a lot of effort into that because it's the unstable branch. People are supposed to expect that their save games might not be long-term ongoing. So yeah, just as a word of caution, word of advice. Now we could, of course, in theory, I could go into Steam and disable auto updates, and that should probably prevent this. But I also think I want to see the new stuff. There's a lot of interesting new stuff coming. With a new patch, and I also always consider myself a little bit of a game tester in that regard, and I think it's kind of the idea to test any updates and not just stay on the current version. Well, but I still think instead of just falling into a well, if the save is going to be lost anyway, there's no point in continuing to play. That's not what I think. I think rather let's see if we can complete our goals here, mostly about getting those remaining skill books. So we're gonna do a big old road trip to Riverside. Let me just make sure our generator can continue to run. And yeah, I could have switched to the premium generator at some point. I just really don't. No. So the plan is we're gonna drive over here to Riverside, and we're gonna see that we can either get into one of these. This is like my go-to place, right? Get into Riverside, clear out this little side road, secure one of those houses. Great, we have a safe house. And then from there on, we have basically 4 locations that we can look at for books. Of course, the big one is gonna be the school. Then you have books on the top floor here of the boat club. Then there is here, I think, the bookstore. And then this is the post office. Now, this used to be a great place for books in the past. I'm not sure if this is still going to be a super book place. And yeah, we're looking for, well, primarily metalworking, level 5, but I also wouldn't mind getting that level 4 carpentry book. And level 2 glassmaking. Those are kind of the 3 ones we're mostly after. So yeah, I'm just gonna hop in the car. We should have enough time in the day to get something sorted there. And I was considering taking one car with more storage, but if we're really, officially only going after 3 books, then having a car with very little storage should still work out. Am I too far away from the fuel pumps here? There we go. Alright, up. Cool. Now I did pack here a military backpack with a 9mm pistol with that. Well, somewhere there's a pistol. Did I put it in my inventory? With that tritium pistol sight, the only pistol sight we found so far, a couple of magazines, and almost all the ammo we have. So we might do a little bit of shooting over there. But I think initially we're gonna focus on smacking zombies with our blades. Alright, I'm gonna drive over there and I'll get you back in once we get closer to Riverside. Alright, we're just past the Riverside warehouses where we've been before, so coming into unknown territory. Also, there might have been an incident. Now, to be completely transparent, I hit one zombie, but apparently our front window or windshield was so low that that was enough to make it shatter. So we're in the market for a new windshield. Now there's a place in Riverside that usually has a couple sports cars. Oops. Okay, so I hit one zombie and 2 rabbits. So I guess before we leave, I'm gonna see if we can get a replacement there. That is a weird place for a crash to take place. No wonder you're crashing. You're in the middle of the forest. Oh, a little bit tricky to drive here without any road markings. Ooh. First thing we see as we come into town, a barricaded house. Also, my game is not. And we're crashing. All right. Let me restart the game and see what happens. These. Well, that is always, not very nice. Okay, so we have a crash. We had a crash on stream the other day, and yeah, so now we had a crash in the Let's Play save. Now, the weird thing that's gonna happen here, probably, as we're loading into the backup save the game automatically makes. So the save system of the game, like technically you only have a save game if anything happens with that. You're screwed, right? But there's, for these kind of crashes, there's a little bit of backup in place. The thing is though, the game basically saves 2 things separately. Character data and world data. So our character data said, we are in a car, we are in this location, the car has this inventory, and that is here. The world save is saved, you know, when you sleep, when you wake up. That's why it's 8 in the morning now. So basically the day hasn't passed at all. Also interestingly, now that it's loading in the chunk, it randomly decided, oh, no, actually this is not a survivor house. So that is just a random chance that happens when the chunk is loaded. Also, it did remember the damage of my car. Oh well. A little bit more here than there used to be in build 41, but I think that's not anything we can't handle. You coming in behind me? Should taken out a fresh sword that actually still has some sharpness to it, but it's fine. Interesting that. So the crash we had on the stream was also as I was driving around the world and coming into a new populated area. Well, that's probably not enough information in order to reproduce the issue. Ooh, hello. No luck with any survivor houses on these three, but I still think like secure one of those three houses. Well, probably one of the last two, not the first one. Is always a very, very quick to secure, easy base in Riverside. Kind of my go-to thing. And you probably see me do this. If you've been watching me play Project Zomboid for a while, you've seen me do this a couple times already. Would look like it. Might need a little sit down here at some point. Hearing some zombies. Quick 20-minute rest here. And we can check who's growling. Down. Did I not put you on my back? What happens? Must have pressed some key after he got it from the backpack before he put it on the back. Too exciting in here. Better all the way over there. I'm just trying to keep my car safe. You know, any rat that escapes the basement and gets out onto the street is a rat that's going to cost me some percentages on my car. Yeah, that goes for you too. I wonder if you get weapon XP for these hits. I'm not hearing anybody else. I don't think we need to loot every single room. I don't think there's any bookshelves here. Let's carry on with the next house. bring you over. So we don't attract too many new zombies. I think we can just turn off the engine over here. Looks like there's one more in the garden over here. I think that's level 5. Is it level 5 long blade? So we should have less and less issues, fewer and fewer issues with muscle strain here. Please come over here. Don't go to the door. Okay. I want to jump through this window, not next to the zombie. Okay. B. Looks easier. Now, one thing I just wanted to throw out there, in case, you know, it's not guaranteed that it happens, but in case the save might not be compatible with the next patch, I'm kind of course, keen to start a new run, and just wanted to kind of hear what people might be interested in terms of seeing Build 42 content. We've done a lot of crafting, we've done a lot of animal stuff. We've been to a lot of the new areas. What we haven't done in the series here, we've not been in Brandenburg. I've been there. I have a base there in my stream run, but not everybody's watching the streams, understandably so. So we could do that. We could also, we've had a lot of fun with basements, but the other thing that's new is that also buildings can be much higher now. So we could do a new run centered in Louisville, which didn't see that many changes, but the big change is the new super high-rise skyscrapers there, with like 30-something floors or so, which, you know, terrifies me to think about. But that might be something that could be fun exploring. Now, I wouldn't want to do a restart in the building and try to get to the ground floor, but rather just, you know, random start in Louisville and eventually try to conquer one of the skyscrapers. Or the other option is also exploring probably Muldrow. Like in terms of the vanilla towns, Muldrow has seen the biggest amount of changes. And doing a run there, you might get the impression that I'm not a fan of the town. Doesn't stop me from appreciating all the work that's gone in there to make it less of a shithole. And what I'm very likely gonna do if we have to do a new run, we're gonna throw in some mods. We're gonna throw in some vehicle mods. We're gonna throw in some clothing and other options. Just add some generic fun items to the mix. Getting so garage here. Where are you going? I thought we cleared everything outside. Electric downstairs. Nice, nice. It's kind of basement I can appreciate. Chips. Chips. At least there's not 20 rats coming out of the basement to greet us. I'm not hearing any growling, any breathing, so I think I'm not going to bother too much with this floor. And safely sleep here. Let's have a quick look around. We still have plenty of daylight, although I kind of fully expect that we might get tired a little bit sooner, considering that we kind of lost 6 hours of the day. So it's technically already like 8 in the evening for my character. Fortunately, I didn't see any nearby cars. I would really like to have a local car that I can use when driving around the town, rather than using my good car. Drive through more populated areas. Let's see if we can find something that would fit. I'm actually a little bit bummed that the crash robbed us of that survivor house. Right, we got some friends over here. I don't think they're gonna let me finish sharpening my blade here. Close. Oh no, if you don't completely finish sharpening a blade, it's as if you never started. What are you carrying around? Pack radio. Alright. Your whole video backpack. Weight of 15. Interesting. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends coming around the corner. I should probably maybe get that sharpening in. It's probably too late. Slow. Nailed it. Thing away. Have an egg. Another military backpack zombie. I think that's a hydration pack kind of thing again. It's interesting that we have military, like, equipped zombies here in the residential neighborhood. Help you out there. Oh, there's more of them. I mean, maybe, yeah, a group of soldiers who were tasked with quarantining the area or something like that. Perhaps. Okay. Don't need the rifle, and the backpack has literally nothing in it. And veggie soup. There is vanilla cars. That looks like it's in really good condition. No, it actually even has some gas. And we have the key. Almost too good of a car to use it to, you know, explore the area and potentially drive through a bunch of zombies. Also, a heavy-duty vehicle is way easier for us to fix than a sports car. And some of that. Very, like, themed basements here. What's the sound of a zombie falling through over a low barrier? Oh, that window there is broken, okay. Makes so much sense. Everybody and their mother has a metal thingamabob grinder. Metal bandsaw. I was just thinking, when was the last time I sat down to rest? And the answer is, yeah, too long ago. But yeah, we're definitely now at the stage where muscle strain is not an issue. It's just a matter of endurance. You know, there's one thing, you know, as much as I said I don't need anything from these houses, there's one thing I could actually use. That is some, like, caffeine pills. Ask and you shall receive. So, hearing zombie sounds. That's 1840, and then we'll continue our little exploration trip here. One of the rarest cars you can ever find, the Franklin. Say, you know, in some games you won't even see a single one. That was a little bit of a Monday blade, wasn't it? I gotta contact the guy who's crafting those. I feel like they should last a little bit longer. We forgot about the tang again. Stop breaking this door, please. Can't we all just get along here? Okay. He has the key to the house, and he's smashing in the door. It's sometimes so unreasonable, these zombies. Yeah, a little party here. With 2 empty bleach bottles. Wow. You really want to make sure. Not just one, just chuck 2 bottles. No, this is not life advice. Do not chuck bleach bottles. How's this one looking then? Put 2 drops of gas in. So open. No key though. And did she have? He has the residence key, okay. Does that work on the garage? It does not. Another, like, electrical basement. And we're getting that. I think I'm just gonna chuck the whole box here. That's good. I'll explore this house for a chance to find a key to the car. We can, of course, hotwire. Somebody smashed a window somewhere. I think downstairs. Right, no keys. That's why I'm always running down the stairs and not walking. Oh. That's the one thing I didn't check. What about the other guy? No, that doesn't sound good. Well, it doesn't sound at all. We had... One of the garages was with lots of car stuff, but I think that was on the... over on the other side. What's happening here? Oh, well, somebody's having fun, we're not gonna interrupt them. It wasn't this one. This one. Making this up? No, I thought one of the garages had a bunch of car parts and tires and stuff. Or was that in a basement? No, that was here. I just don't know if we had any batteries. We do not. Okay. Alright, we successfully made it to Riverside. Just with a few dings on the car, nothing too serious. And we secured a decent portion decent portion of the gated community down here. So now take a nice cozy rest. Wait until the morning and then continue exploring the area and slowly make our way. Oh, green rubber duck. Slowly make our way over to the book locations that we marked earlier. That's gonna be something for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.